this one we got Simba, La Rue, Tarantelle, and you got the I see what I see though, the whole thing. But this one seems a little, optimistic, with the stuff going on, especially with La Rue, and then you got Simba. So you got something coming into the whole just ballistic, with the whole thing, and especially what I see stuff too. That's another thing, the whole thing. But you got telling I tell, and you got the whole thing. This one seems a little, narcissistic and feminist. But you got with Simba La Rue, then you got Tarantelle. So you just got the whole just like for granted.
Sono per strada, buttato in strada, pensa che sbatti sono impara. Sono tutto in sbatti per la madama mi entra. Sono per strada, buttato in strada, pensa che sbatti sono impara. Sono tutto in sbatti per la madama mi entra, le 5 in casa. Parli troppo figlio di puttana, metto due puttane a travagliare bamba. Sono ancora nel penale tra PM e giudici, c'ho gli spiri in casa. Una condanna, due condanne, c'ho più capi da cosa che paia di sca. Sono in zona tua ed è meglio che scappo. Sono in zona tua, che zona di babbe. Cat, Audi, parli dove sono i fatti, spari. Ma spari cosa? Babbo, tutto come mi parli. Reati, guanti, caguno magnum, vere armi. La rue mi entra alle 5 in casa. Parli troppo figlio di puttana, metto due puttane a travagliare bamba. Sono ancora nel pen.
Oh, and the whole mother thing, like the whole mother thing, like how it's just stromping in and how it's scoping in. He got the main females, doing the most, pursuiters and doing all the, putting whatever it is in there, doing their whole little sockets and put it in the bag, and you got it's like the clients, you got the clients, and then he's the person that's just the main, stricter, just doing his most parents, like doing his most things, and comment onto the things, like you got your main Streamix and him, putting his whole thing and telling his, behind the story, with them closing and all them doing the other stuff and them business and
Penale tra PM e giudici, c'ho gli spiri in casa. Una condanna, due condanne, c'ho più capi da cosa che paia di sca. Sono in zona tua ed è meglio che scappo. Sono in zona tua, che zona di babbe. Cat, Audi, parli dove sono i fatti, spari. Ma spari cosa? Babbo, tutto come mi parli. Reati, guanti, caguno magnum, vere armi. La rue lava in strada, ho imparato a comportarmi. Sono per strada, buttato in strada, pensa che sbatti sono imparato. La rue lava in strada, ho imparato a comportarmi. Sono per strada, buttato in strada.
Oh, that was cold. That was cold. They went into the store and they did that whole thing and they, they bristed the bottle on the dude's head, like they just busted the bottle on dude's head, like they went into the store, the liquor store, whatever they did, and they did what they did. Like, hey, what that's some political stuff right there. How the thing coming and how the thing is floating, like they got it in another, speeches thing, like the way they just speaking and stuff like that. They got it on another connection, like they fallistic crazy.
Strada pensa che sbatti sono impara. Sono tutto in sbatti per la madama mi entra. Sono per strada, buttato in strada, pensa che sbatti sono impara. Sono tutto in sbatti per la madama mi entra. Jack miel no blackjack, blackberry guadagno. Barberry piena di bamba fumo. Investo due palline, guadagno. Benefico la bamba e pesco il bomba. Travai, rischio, droga, intercettazione, ma investigazione in zona per rapine sparatorie. Giacta, ho pinel in tasca, due buchi in pancia. Scappa dall'Italia, scappa dalla guardia, ho fatto mesi di latitanza. Sono per strada, buttato in strada, pensa che sbatti sono impara. Sono tutto in sbatti per la madama mi entra. Sono per strada, buttato in strada, mesi di latitanza.
Ooh, and the whole thing, how they just floating in it and coking it, like they got the whole thing just thing. And there's certain things too, you can tell that's, it's certain things, that you can see, but you really can't, you really can't stabilize them because it can't really be on the whole thing, because it's another thing like stabilization. But, the whole thing, how it's just, floating and stuff like that, you got the main strillments on it, like you can see everything else, of course, that, but the main things you can see is just on coral crowdism.
Sono per strada, buttato in strada, pensa che sbatti, sono impara. Sono tutto in sbatti per la madama, mi entra. Sono per strada, buttato in strada, pensa che sbatti, sono impara. Sono tutto in sbatti per la madama, mi entra, le 5 in casa.
But with the main one though, this one right here, and Simba La Rule, you got the main thing coming into it. Especially with the whole thing. Like I didn't even see this one coming. Like how they just strobalism that, they strobalism that right there. Like they had the the clients doing their whole little thing. Then they had day part doing the whole thing. So it was different stuff coming into it. Like with them, especially the whole other thing and the main thing, and the way they come, like they always come in with a other mechanic, like another panic thing. But with this whole thing right here coming into it, I didn't even see this one, stabilism. Like it was a lot of stuff, bleared out, and because it's other Einacles and probably Einacle stuff. But with this one right here, most definitely go check this out for you guys self, because it was really sustainable on another like strategy thing. But like, comment, and with this last tricks.